All right. All right. All right. We're here. It's 2 minutes after. Sorry. Sorry about that. Is it transition? Are we live? Are we live? Can you all hear me? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm not gonna have a hello, 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 hello. There we go. I'm wearing hello. I'm not happy with the shirt that I'm wearing. Can you all hear me? Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, Joodles. Can you hear me? Hello, Claire. Can you hear me? Hello. Oh my God. Hello. What's going on? What's going on there? That's not right. Let's go back to this. Anyway, hello. It's Saturday. Lewis Schaffer's here. Let's wait for people to come in. I guess I don't know. Maybe I should wait longer. I tried to set it up for 10 minutes too, but I messed it up. This has been a really bad. This has been a really bad day. I can't see the full screen. I can't see my full screen, so I'm looking at a small little screen. And we're going to look here for the chat box. Chat box here. There's the chat box. Can you see the chat box? Okay, we can see and hear you. 5 by 5. Okay. It's taking 5 or 6 attempts. Volume up a bit. Okay, can you hear that, Joodles? It should be up loud. Is it up loud? Tell me if it's up loud. Tell me if it's up loud. Your speakers aren't Ivat and I, but it looks like it should be on. I've got this wire that's coming across here that's making me unhappy. Maybe I can find a better wire. Wait 1 second. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Baby, can you hear me, everybody? Can you hear me? You got it? Yes, I got a wire, new wire. So it's not, I can put it over here in front of me. It's in front of me. Edit, live, transition, live. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's got the live video chat box. Lock this into place. Full screen. Okay, Jim Carter is here. We have not seen Jim in a couple of, I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while. Thank you, Jim, for coming. Thank you, Vatanai. Thank you, Alan Williams. Today is Saturday. These are always bad days. I don't care what you say. I know it's a holiday, but it's a bad. There's something really bad about it. I ran into a friend of mine on the street. She's not my friend anymore because she thinks I'm a right-wing person. So she's like, not my friend. She's decided she's not my friend. And she just thought, because everyone likes to believe that they're all by themselves. Girl from Mars, I always say that to people. Hello, beautiful people. Yeah, it's lovely to say. Okay, Keith Bexley is here. First message didn't send. I'm going to go up here to live chat. Can you see me? Baby, can you see me? Joodles, yes, got it. Are we all set? Is the microphone working? Can you hear the microphone? Microphone, can you hear the microphone? Can you hear the microphone? Oh, God, I look so old and horrible. I want to apologize for how I look. Okay, we can see you. Can you see me? Okay, can you hear me? How about can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You know what? I'm going to send a message to someone and see if they can tell me whether they can hear me or not. How about that? Okay, how about that? I'm sending a message. We can see you. Okay, we can see Joodles, but can we hear? Yes, it's all good. Is that you? Can you hear me? What does all good mean? Can you hear me? I'm asking a very specific question. Yes, it's all fine. Okay, that's all I need to know. It's a specific. That's like what this chat is doing. We're communicating with each other. Like Keith Bexley says, hello, Claire. Oh, there you go. You can see me. Oh, my God, I look horrible. Thank you very much. for that image. I look horrible. But there's somebody out there, or maybe two people, or maybe three, or maybe you all love me, because this is what it is. This is how women are, especially. If you like the person, you think, oh, they look amazing. But in real life, no one's interested. Hello, Jim Carter. Claire says, I look gorgeous. That's what I like to hear. Claire is also saying hello to the girl from Mars. She's got 5 kids. I remember that. And she lives down there on the South Coast. Maybe you and Claire could become friends, possibly. Okay. It's taking 5 or 6 attempts to send East message, but thank FUCK for 3 points at Old Trafford. Oh, we don't care about them. Well, do we? They've got a huge stadium. Can you imagine what happened? They can go bankrupt easily because you got such a huge stadium and let's say no one comes. It's like what happened to Sunderland or Middlesbrough, which is the place that has a huge stadium. John Loins is back. Good to see you, John Loins. I came across an unspoiled mango. Sat in a park railing today. I thought of you, Lewis, but I didn't eat it. It's a mango. What do you think? Do you think someone injected something in it? I mean, I'm a horrible person because I eat stuff. I find like biscuits and I'll eat it. I'll find unopened this and unopened that and I'll eat it. What do you think? They're trying to poison you? Maybe they are. And maybe it's not good. But if it looks good, if it smells good, it's good. Our stomachs are so strong. I want to be known as the anti-germ raw diet guy. I'm not the only guy. I'm not the first guy. But that's what I've become. There you go. Claire, meet girl from Mars. Joe says, hi, lovely Claire. But Claire is lovely. And Joodles. Joodles is lovely too. Claire and Joodles. Joe says, and Joe is lovely too. This is what's good about this group. You're all lovely. This is the 81st show. This is like a miracle. We've all been here for 80. It's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. We haven't been here. I should keep some kind of document to make sure that everybody is here when they're supposed to be here. We could get mad at them if they don't come in like at school. We could do that. We could do that. Could we do that? What happened? Oh, I'm not going to be interested in Charlton. If you want to have news about Crystal Palace, that's about as far as I go. I used to love football. I thought I was going to say, then I got a life. I don't have a life. I don't know how, and what girls like, and it's not, girls are not supposed to like football. Lorna's here. Lorna, she was not here yesterday. Were you here yesterday? I don't think you were. Anyway, so Lorna is here. Lewis loves Lorna, loves Joe, loves you all, basically. So this is the South Coast people. I like the South Coast. Well, I mean, everybody likes the South Coast. It's not, I don't know, what's happening in the world today? It looks like Keir Starmer is, people are not happy with what's going on in the country. And that's a really good sign. Like I said on TV, remember when I said people need to scream? I said that we need to scream, and there's some left-wing or conservative guy, and that's not left-wing, they're conservative. Okay? Maybe don't give your addresses, because I'll find out where you live and I'll come and visit you. And that'd be really weird. What the hell is Lewis Schaffer doing here? And he, you know what I mean? I thought of that as a movie. It was maybe a movie of, maybe there's been a movie like this where some super famous, gorgeous celebrity falls in love. Ray J is here. Get liking, everybody. Let's get liking. That's totally true. John Loins, get liking, everybody. Let's see if we can get as many likes as we have viewers. Because we have a lot more viewers, but, and the viewers come and they go. They don't all come and they go, but anyway, so my idea for a story was maybe a movie. Someone like Brad Pitt. And he meets a girl. She's a regular girl, a pretty girl, but she's a regular girl. Maybe she isn't even that pretty. But she's a regular girl, and he's Brad Pitt, and he takes a liking to her. It's like if Lewis Schaffer took a liking to one of you girls out there, let's just say. And just, I like you. So suddenly Brad Pitt really likes just a plain old working girl. I don't know if that's the right term. Can you picture this, anybody? And he likes a plain working girl. And what does he do? He falls in love. He falls in love so hard, he starts stalking her. So suddenly this girl, who maybe she's married or maybe she's got another boyfriend, or maybe she realizes how insane. I'm not saying this is true. This is a made up story. Brad Pitt playing me? Yeah, it could play me. Could play me. Jeffrey Epstein could play me, or Clooney, George Clooney. That could be me. Yeah. No, don't eat olives, Jim Carter. They're for a party or something. You can have a few of them. You don't eat them. I used to eat them all the time. I used to buy an entire thing and just eat every single. And then my kidneys are messed. Whether it's because of that, I don't know. Anyway, so he starts stalking. Brad Pitt starts stalking. It's like me. It's like me with you people. Suddenly, I'll come knocking on your door. You say, Lewis, you're an internationally famous American comedian in Britain. What are you doing stalking me? The whole point of you is for us to stalk you. And I just start, I'm just horrible. And so you say to me, listen, can you not contact me? I've got a husband or a boyfriend, or I don't like you. George Clooney, yes, says Mark J. Thank you. And I don't get the message because I'm mental. I'm not saying Brad Pitt is mental. He isn't. He strikes me as a good guy. For someone that good looking to be a good guy, it's really hard to believe. Anyway, so that's my point. Yeah, Epstein or Brad Pitt or Clooney, because they're all similar. Well, they're all men, Joodles. But imagine if Lewis Schaffer starts stalking you. Okay? Lewis Schaffer stalking you, and you go, this is wrong. And that's the basis of my story. Of course, lots of detail has to be filled in. Am I right? Lots of detail. Okay? My dog wouldn't allow you in. Yeah, so you've got a dog, so you're already protected. You got your kids there. They're going to, whatever. Clooney has nothing on you, Lewis. He's a fake and a raging lefty. Well, you don't even need to say a raging lefty because all fakes are raging lefties. The word liberal or labor or liberal is left. It has the letter L in it, and that stands for lies. Look at Clooney. Anyway, Jenny is here. Okay, we haven't not seen Jenny in a couple of days. I thought you already were what? What was I were? So stalk me. Yeah, thank you, Claire. Okay, I will. Yeah. So just the idea. It's like a reverse. Because is there any movie about a great guy stalking an average girl? And Groucho Marx, Rubens. Yeah, it could be Groucho Marx. Well, he lived in my hometown of Great Neck, Long Island, New York, Reuben. So he did. But I mean, he was in a play with George Clooney. Not a play, a film. I was in a film with George Clooney. One where some scientist is giving a speech in this theater, and I was sitting in the theater. I don't think I was seen. I've got permission from Claire. Yeah, I've got permission from Claire to stalk her. So you all read it here, folks. You all, I'm going to find out where you live, Claire. I'm coming to your house. As if I haven't been there already. Anyway, but here's the point. That's the joke. The point is, okay, Joodles and everybody, I think it's an interesting story because we go through life where people always think, oh, he's a bad man, he or she's a bad man. But maybe it's the other way around. And maybe she's been a bad man, but now she hasn't been. And now she goes to somebody and goes, I know you're not going to believe this, but that guy's been knocking at my door. He's out. Tell my friends I chat on here with I tell your friends that with the international media star. I don't know. Yeah, you chat with me. And I'm an international comedian, median star. Yeah. Cinderella. Yes, okay. Lucy comes in with the facts. She comes in with the facts. Cinderella was like that, where she is being stalked by him. Yeah. She's a bad man. Who's a bad man? Did I say that? Did I say someone that she's a bad man? That my overt homosexuality has just come out. Do I seem gay to you people? I think when I go like that, maybe I do something. Whatever it is. I listened to some old Groucho Marx stuff today, says Alan Williams. Yeah, he was brilliant. He was really brilliant. There were 5 brothers. He had a share with his other brothers. Some of the brothers were good, and a couple of them, towards the end, like 4, 5, and 6, were not that good. And I think there was 6 because one of them left and the other one came in. I guess your dog's name is Doris. Let me know when you're coming. I will send Doris to a friend's house. Okay. Okay, I'll have to let you know. I'll have to let you know that I'll be there. So Claire says hi to Lucy, which is good. Alan, do you hear him soon? Lydia, have you seen Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady. That's when tattoos meant something. And then everybody got tattoos. We all have tattoos. I have no tattoos. But back in the day. So does the sound right? I can't tell because I don't have the earphones going in and nothing's coming out here. Otherwise, it's a bit weird. Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to start knocking on people's doors, okay? Only gay chat with Chinese Elvis yesterday. It was very entertaining. Yeah, Paul was brilliant yesterday. He's gotten brilliant. We started off, he was a bit resentful because I'm so incompetent, and he didn't think this would work. But this is working. I mean, it's working. Is this chat working? 81 straight days. I feel that it's working. It's getting better and better. And at some point, it's going to take a leap or it's going to go down a little bit and it's going to go up a bit and we'll all come back and we'll all meet on the 13th somewhere up there at the meeting, at the demonstration or whatever it is. I don't even know if I'm allowed to go there because I'm a foreigner. I'm not from, you know that I'm not from, did you know that I'm not from this country? Did you know that? No, I'm not from this country. So, no, I'm not from here. Do I sound like I'm from here? No, I'm not. No, I came here 25 years ago. It was a long time. But why do you think that I sound like I'm here? Never forget a face. But in your case, I'll be glad to make an exception, says Groucho. Yeah, he came up with great lines. And that's what that game show that he did was. Okay. You're stuck with me. Who is stuck with me? I think you make sure you got to, when you see a you or everybody like explode and go, oh my God, that's a dangerous word. I got to make sure I get it right because Lewis Schaffer is going to make sure I get it right. So I'll come to your house, girl from Mars. I will come. I'll knock on your door and I'll go, oh, you're better looking than I thought you would be. And then we boom. Joodles. Here comes Joodles. And Joodles always has something interesting to say. She's an interesting girl. She's a very interesting girl. Is there any particular reason you've decided to embark upon a campaign of stalking the chat people, Lewis? Yes, there's a very good reason because you guys have not been as forthcoming with stalking me. That's why. That's how. Okay, maybe the chat isn't going as well because I'm stalking you. Is that a good answer, Joodles? Yes. Well, maybe you are. Maybe I'm not being. Maybe I'm doing all right. Anyway, this chat is unique. There's nothing like it. I love it. Thank you, Claire. That's what I love about Claire. Always, she doesn't ask questions like Joodles. She just makes nice statements. Keith Baxter says foreign. I don't know what that means. Lucy comes in. I think she's talking to me. I don't want to ever be critical of Lucy because I like Lucy. She knows that. And she might get upset at me. And when the Northern Irish get upset, they get quite upset. And I actually take this stuff personally. I'm a bit weak. Can you tell that I'm weak? I'm a weak little man. And I say that I'm a weak little man because you're going to think, oh, he's just kidding. He doesn't really mean that. He must be very strong to think I'm a weak little man. No, I'm an actual weak little man. I'm a weak. Okay. Joe comes in. Okay. It's not work for okay. Have you thought about what you're going to stream over Christmas? Well, as you know for a fact, Lucy, I'm a Jew and I don't care about Christmas. And I've got no family, basically. As I say, I've got 2 kids, so I do have a family. And then a couple ex-girlfriends, ex-wife, a couple of you beautiful ladies. Anyway, and I don't know. Any ideas? Who wants to come up with an idea for my Christmas streaming? I mean, I believe in Christmas now, since what's happening in this country. Okay, Lucy. Lorna says, Claire says, I love Christmas. Okay. Lucy says she's sorry she's already thinking about Christmas. I miss my place here. Lewis. I thought you were from this country. Horrified, astonished that I got it so wrong. Lucy says, I'm sorry. I'm already thinking about Christmas. Yeah, think about Christmas. Think about what you guys can by Lewis Schaffer. I love Christmas, Lucy. That's what Claire, I bet she does. I bet she's a Christmassy type person. Lorna, Lucy, I've started my Christmas shopping. I think it's a bit too early for us to discuss this thing. Can we, from now on, we're not discussing Christmas. We're not discussing Christmas. Well, we can wait. I know. Maybe we need to discuss Christmas. Girl from Mars comes in. Question: is it true? Has the UK just imported thousands of mobile crematoriums? I haven't heard that, and I used to be really into the cemetery thing. I haven't heard that. You can't put it past these people. They're murderers. It was Jews who wrote some of those popular Christmas songs. Yeah, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Joe Joodles is going to be in Tenerife. Do what you like. She's leaving Lewis Schaffer behind. A Jewish Christmas with Lewis. Yeah. Love a Jewish Christmas, which means it's kind of we'll keep the shop open. Lucy wants to, you're Jewish. I guess you're talking to me. I think you're talking to me. Hold on. Someone's at the door. I don't know who this is, but someone's knocking at the door. We'll just go on hold. Go on hold. Go on hold. Go on hold. Hold on. Coming. Sorry about that. Sorry, Jumas. Sorry. No, that was said about my neighbor gets a million packages and they drop them off to me. She literally gets a package every single day. And my old friend Al used to live with me. He's got a package every single day. It's not necessary. Stop the packages. Stop the packages. I was sent a nice little gift, pre-Christmas gift. I was sent a gift of some shaving stuff, which I didn't use today. I didn't shave today. I guess because it's a stalker or delivery. It could have been either of those things. And it was, so I got a shaving thing, which is nice. It's nice that someone thought about me. But I mean, it looked expensive, but it still had a lot of horrible ingredients in it. But I do appreciate. I'm not saying don't send me anything. So Jim Carter's mentioning the Blackpool lights were turned on last night. Is that true? It's still August. It's Blackpool. I've been to Blackpool and I liked it a lot. Marianne, yes. What are Lewis's riders? I bet it's chocolate souffle or something. To Marianne, because Marianne said something. It was Jews who wrote some of those popular Christmas songs. Yeah, the thing. I could understand why people hate Jews. I can understand it, especially if you come from a really horrible country, like you know what I'm talking about, or maybe your religion is like where once you got in there, you can't leave. You don't have free will. I'm a Jew. I believe in free will. You don't want to be a Jew. You should be able to say you're not a Jew. Lakshan pudding for Christmas, Lewis. I don't know what that is. I'm trying not to have pudding. I mean, how can you have pudding? We need to be thin and beautiful. Do we not? Are you thin and beautiful, everyone? I mean, I'm not looking that good, and this shirt's a horrible shirt. Did you see it says, I love New York? Do you see that shirt? Okay. Lucy, I'm sending you Vocine and Oral B Cavity Protect. Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to everybody here? I know. I should wash my hair. For you, Lucy, I will wash my hair. For you. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. A friend of mine, this is what Vatanai says. Hey, Vatanai, had a Saturday job in London at the Jewish Bakers. The shop was manned by Gentiles from Friday night to Saturday night. Yes, that's kind of cheating. That's one thing that I didn't like about. I mean, that didn't bother me that much. But if you're against working, right, it should be wrong to get other people to work for you. And that's what the Jews do. Jews are not allowed to work on Friday to Saturday, whatever. And they have to, so they need someone to prepare the matzah, whatever. Maybe the shop is still open. I don't know. Maybe the bakers are still open. So they hire goyim to do it. Who thinks that that's wrong? I think that that's wrong, Vatanai. So I'm with you. I guess, or you just find that interesting. Do you find it just interesting, or do you think it's wrong? I think it's wrong. Same thing is like some Jews, they're not allowed to show their hair, right? So they'd buy a wig. And so you see these old yentas who wearing the most magnificent wigs, but that's somebody else's hair. And if you're not supposed to show your hair, then you don't show your hair. That's only a small sect, small group of people. Now, Keith, okay, who spells his name in an odd way, earlier today, your neighbor gave me 2 bottles of Guinness, foreign extra, and a bottle of Jack Daniels because I took his washing machine delivery. So generous. I didn't want to accept it, yeah. Well, that's the new Britain. Back in the day, no one gave anybody anything, but now you have to. I don't know what people expected or whatever. That's really nice. But you probably live in a posh neighborhood. Do you live in a posh neighborhood, Keith? Lewis, you know we are thin and beautiful. Joe, you are thin and beautiful, but the rest of us are beautiful, but they're not thin. And that's what Lewis Schaffer, I want to talk about me right now. I woke up this morning. Do you remember? I was at the start of January. We didn't start in January or June. I weighed like about 80.5. Between 79 and 85. And I said, I have to lose weight. Shabbos goys. Yes, Lucy knows, she knows it all. She knows it all. We should have a competition here between Lucy and Joodles. Who's the biggest know-it-all? And I say that in a nice way, not like a know-it-all, like, who knows it all between Joodles and Lucy. Anyway, so the point is, so I was weighing over 80. And I didn't like it. And why do I want to be thin? I want to be thin because I want to be low carb, and I want to look like a rock star. I've got a little bit this stomach thing because I'm old. And I want this to go away. I want it to go away. So what happened is I'm with a lot of help. I probably would have lost it anyway, but Claire has been unbelievably helpful to me. So she's like a diet consultant. Are you a diet consultant, Claire? And so now, I went out and I didn't eat anything. I went into the shop, but I didn't buy anything in the shop. Is that true? Did Elvis have my Elvis, Chinese Elvis, or just regular Elvis, Lucy? So I've been losing weight, and today I woke up and I weighed 76.8 kilograms. And I want a round of applause. And I'm going to give you a round of applause if you've lost weight. So that's very important, is to be thin. My father used to switch the light on for a woman upstairs. Well, I try to switch the light off for women all around. That's funny. I mean, my thought was funny. It wasn't really that funny. But which Elvis, Lucy, are you talking about? Alan Williams. I love Alan Williams. Every Premier League footballer is religious until they have to earn millions working on their holy days. Yeah. I mean, back in the day, there were very few Jewish players. But I remember Sandy Koufax didn't want to play during the World Series because he was a Jew. So that day during the World Series, because it was the Jewish one of the high holy days, and he pitched the next day, so he got out of it. It wasn't really super. But he was a pitcher. You wouldn't understand that. So they pitch every 4 days. Elvis Presley. I did not know that about Elvis, that he used to go to somebody's house and do stuff like that. Yes, Claire, I lapsed on the smoking a couple of days ago, but now I'm back in. Okay, Joe. Yes, Joe. What are you saying? What did I miss here? Joodles. I make the soda bread with wheat flour and another with white flour with raisins and caraway seeds. What is the soda bread? What do you mean by soda bread? Challah bread? Challah bread? Is that what you mean? Okay. Vatanai says, I was 129 kilograms 4 weeks ago. Today, I was 125. That's a start. That's 10 pounds that you've lost in a month. So it's a really good start. I mean, I know you say it's a lot of his water weight. The first 10 pounds are really easy, but it isn't easy. It's really hard to lose weight. 125 kilograms is way too much. But you've been under a lot of pressure. That's the impression that I get from speaking to you. So keep on going. Everybody, can you do me a favor? Vantanai has lost 10 pounds, 4 kilograms in the past, how many months? In the past month. So let's give him some appreciation. There's nothing better than bread with butter. And when I put butter on, I mean butter. I mean, I put like an ounce or two of butter on it. Okay. Claire says that's a great start. If you need help, you should ask Claire a question because she knows what Claire knows. I disagree with a lot of Claire's diet. She knows that. But what she knows is you're walking past a shop. You got to think to yourself, you know what? I love being 76 pounds. And if I walk in that shop, I'm going to come out and I'm going to weigh whatever you say. And it makes you stop. And that's what we need to do. Like I go into the park, right? And they have apple trees and plum trees. And I walk past the apple trees and I eat the apples. And what happens when you eat the apples? You get fat because apples are plants and plants have carbs. And carbs are sugar, and sugar makes you fat, along with other stuff too. But it basically makes you fat. So you've got to walk past the tree right there. I forget what the name of the street is, Homestill Road or whatever it is. Your neighbor's lucky, Aunt Marianne says, talking to Keith. Your neighbor's lucky to have you. Some areas here in the U.S. are plagued with package thefts. I've seen the videos. Is that really true, Marianne? We don't, yeah. We don't have that. First of all, we don't have yards like you have there where you got to walk up the yard because your house is set back. I was stuck on 126 for days, but it's encouraging to go below that. Thank you, guys. That's what I'm feeling. I'm with you, Vatanai. Like, I was at 79, and 79, it was hard. And then I got to 78, and then you go up to 79 again. You go down, up, down, up, down. And when I woke up this morning, and what was really good, I weigh myself at night too because because I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to lose I'm going to lose a kilo tonight just living. So I'm going to be all right tomorrow. Sourdough from me with butter. Yeah. Any bread with butter. Any bread. But Donna Aylesbury loves sour bread with butter. So I'm with you. You did well to walk past the apple tree for the last several days. Yes, I did. I've done very, very well. And it's been hard. But I went for a walk with Paul afterwards. We walked past the apple tree. He's taller than I am. Chinese guy taller than I am. And he picked 2 apples and he gave them to me. And I put them in my bag and I ate them this morning. What do they say? Lucy says anti-Semites have a theory about Christmas songs written by Jews. What is the theory? That people like Christmas, so they're going to write a Christmas song? And even Jews like Christmas too. I like it now. I don't like it back. I didn't like it when I was a kid. Marianne, this is what Keith says. I've seen loads of videos of that. Yes, I have too in the U.S. of people snatching stuff. I've seen that too. My street is kind of in the center of town, but it's not a through road, so no passers-by. Okay. And so people, like this person, they knocked on my door to deliver my neighbor's stuff. And I take it because she's so pretty and he's really nice. Even though he's a vegan, but he's not one of those vegans. He's a vegan. He's a real believer. But he doesn't get mad at me for being a carnivore. Did you see my Twitter thing today? Did you see the beautiful meat that I ate? What is the theory, Lucy? Can you please tell us what the theory is, Lucy? An apple a day keeps the doctor away, says Don Aylesbury. Thank you for that medical advice. Let me just say this: this show is not a medical show. So that you've got to ask your own doctor about this, okay? Whether it is right. Maybe your doctor prescribing you 2 apples, or maybe he's prescribing you none. Girl, throw the scales away. Why? I mean, to weigh your body as a body Is that what it is? Why should we throw our scales away? Girl from Mars. That's my question. Sputter laughed. Was past an apple tree, and it wasn't his fault, Claire. Chinese Elvis did it. Well, kind of, yes, because he handed me the 2 apples. If he was nice, he would have handed me 1 apple, but he gave me 2 apples. He didn't eat the other apple. And I put it in my bag and I brought it home. And he's a bigger boy, so he should have eaten it. But I ate it. I don't know what I've eaten today. I don't think I've eaten too many calories, but I should check it out. Do you mind if I take a moment and check it out? I blame him for that. I've been too inactive for the last 10 years, Vatnai says. That's why he's fat. And I was thinking, the hell with it. I don't care what I eat, and I don't care if I'm fat. But my bones started hurting. Exactly. Because carbs make your bones start. That's why people are fat, because they eat carbs. I got a friend of mine. That way, all the women that I know and the men know. I was in tremendous pain. I had arthritis. My shoulder, my elbow, my leg, my knee. I had pain. I had plantar fasciitis. I had gout, which is arthritis. I had this thing. I told you about this thing. Did I tell you about this thing? I couldn't move my finger. So if you want to be healthy, people, no carbs. Okay. Joodles comes in. Oh, Claire is laughing at Joodles, and she's the #1 crown girl. Joodle says to Donna, the very last thing Lewis wants is to keep doctors away. I get invited. I saw the doctor on Friday. I get invited in. If someone's going to offer you a test, don't you take it? Let me give you a test to see what your intelligence is. All right, I'll take it. I got a new subscriber today. Woo-hoo. Only $9.78. Do you want us to subscribe to your account? Maltese Phil. Everybody click on Maltese Phil. Click on Maltese Phil. Nettle seeds are also good for you. What are nettle seeds? They're not good for you. You mean like that stinging nettle seeds? Donna Aylesbury, where do you get that idea? How can they be good for you? They're bio-indigestible. There's no plants that are good for you. I don't believe that at all. Stop worrying about your weight. There's nothing for you to worry about. You're winging. You're winging. I mean, you are winging. Remember, beautiful girl from Mars. Y-O-U-R. Red flag, red flag. Should it be Y-O-U-R or should it be Y-O-U-R-E? Okay? But what does it mean I'm winging? Is it winging or whinging? Is it winging or whinging? I don't know what that means. Girl from Mars. Okay? So Joe comes in and says, I'm just going to say what some people struggle with is alcohol and nicotine, not just being overweight. I'm just saying, for many friends, there's lots of things people struggle with. Alcohol is one of them. Luckily, I don't. Both my grandfathers, were alcoholics. And they say Jews don't drink. So there's such lying going on. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's really hard to say no to these things because they hit the nerves. Marianne says, remember to like. You go to the home screen, and there's a thing that says thumbs up or bell or something. You press that. There's subscribe button. Subscribe, because we're 30 over 1,000, so we're moving forward. And we're the first people. We were there in the beginning. And then the final thing is share. Yes, share this to people. Only with people you think might like it. And give them a warning. Say it's unlike any other stream. I think it is. Is it unlike any other stream? It's like our little group here. It's like a group. Okay, what about us meeting on the 13th somewhere? 13th meetup. Up there in London. You could come and we could meet and maybe go out to dinner or something. The Jews wrote Christmas songs but omitted references to Christ because they hate Christ. Instead, writing about Santa Claus, snowmen, chestnuts, etc. It's bullshit, of course. This is what they say? No, the truth is the Jews don't hate Christ. But I mean, we do. We don't. I mean, it's like Christmas isn't our holiday, and we associate Christmas and Christians, nothing personal, with a lot of bad things. And a lot of bad things. And secondly, remember, these songs were written in America where people, they didn't want They didn't want. They wanted the songs to be universal, so they didn't want them to be just about Christmas songs about Jesus. They wanted them that everybody could share it, because America is a multicultural country, which has led to the destruction of this country. You've a lot to learn about our Mr. Schaffer, says Girl from Mars. What did that mean? Stop worrying about your weight. Yeah, I'm not going to stop worrying about it. I'm not going to stop telling you that you have to lose weight, even though I don't even know what you look like. And I mean, and don't think just because I find you, attractive, that that's a good thing. That you can stay the weight that you are. I'm talking to individual people. Okay. Yeah, you could learn. You could learn about me. How do you not learn after watching? Do you people think you know me? I mean, we spent at least 160 hours. I don't know. Okay. Oh, you're not back in the UK, so Maltese Phil can't make it. Well, this is kind of a cult. Is it a cult? Is it a cult, Joe? Is it a cult? I'd like it to be a cult. I can't say it. You can't say, oh, come and join my cult, and I'll try to take advantage of you. But, yeah, I'd like this to be a cult. I mean, the problem is, once you say it's a cult, it kind of takes away the ability of it to be a cult. There's nothing like the Lewis Show anywhere else. Well, yeah, I hope so. That's what I'm trying to be as authentic as, what's that old saying? I'm trying to be as authentic as possible, if you can, or sincere as possible. If you can fake sincerity, you've got it made. So I'm trying to be sincere and a nice guy, but the truth is I've got evil thoughts about you people. You know that. Do you know that I have evil thoughts about you people? What I'm going to do to you. Not about taking money from you, though I'd like the money. But, 10 pence a day, that's all this thing costs, 10 pence a day. Anyway, but some of you probably don't have money, which is why you're right-wing conservatives like me, possibly. But what was I saying? I have evil sexual thoughts about everybody. I don't know where it's come from. I'm so old. But basically because I was married for a while. I was married. And then I was taking care of the kids. So something happened. And then I had my girlfriend, and I don't know. What does that mean? Joe says, I guess some kind of insight into you, says Joe. Oh, you thought it was a cult. It's a cult. This is a cult. Maybe I should call it a cult. Maybe I should Lewis Schaffer cult. There's absolutely no truth in the stereotypical Jewish hypochondriac. Ask Lewis's doctor. I'm hyper. What is hypochondriac? Hyperchondriac. I think I'm doing better off than I am. My doctors are saying you're going to die. You've got the high cholesterol. You've got the high blood pressure. You're going to die. Like the test that I had yesterday was with the thoracic, whatever it is. They were testing to see whether my heart was okay because of my high blood pressure. I forgot what it was called. Thoracic something. I forgot what the whole test was. Phil, what is I think I know you, Lewis. I love that you're quirky like me. Okay, well, that's nice. If you want to believe that we're like each other, you're a girl. I always wanted to be a girl. I have evil thoughts. Yes, I have evil thoughts. Joodles. I do. I mean, a lot of people say, well, I don't think you're really that creepy. I would have seen it. That's what they say. I would have seen it as I'm coming after you, with my pants around my ankles. I shouldn't even talk like this because it's a bit, I should be more professional. I'm not professional. There are no fat 100-year-olds, Alan Williams says. That is the truth. Being fat, it's not exactly the fat that hurts you, but fat is bad. Fat causes inflammation, which causes death. Causes irritation, which causes inflammation, which causes death. There are no fat 100-year-olds. So, and they always say, well, fat causes cancer. It doesn't cause cancer, but it's related to cancer. Oh my God, Lucy's actually laughing at something that Ruben says. Let's see what Ruben says. I got a big star on my on my doctor's thing. This is a troubled patient. Troubled patient. This guy is not taking the medication. He doesn't believe in our vegan diets or whatever it is. Balance. These are balanced diet. Yes, Lewis thinks evil thoughts about eating food. He tells us not to eat. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. Now, I'll be back in a second. I've got to take a break for 1 second. So good. Okay. We're doing really well. Okay. What were we discussing? Anyway, so yeah, think evil thoughts about eating food, Mark J. I mean, don't we all look at things that we want and we shouldn't have them? That's what this chat is me and me when I talk to people. When you see me in person, and as I'm doing a show, I'm looking at the audience and thinking horribly evil, lovely thoughts. Horribly evil, lovely thoughts about being with the audience. I'm thinking evil thoughts, but I'm also about food. Like I say to you, do not eat carbs. But what did I eat today? I had 2 apples. I'm going to have to write it down. I forgot what I had. I had 2 apples. Dashboard. I use this thing called My Net Diary. A lot of people won't use it. I got a friend of mine. She won't use it because she says that she doesn't want the government to know more stuff about her. That's a very common thing. Okay? That's a very common thing. Let's see what we've got. We're on lunch, the lunch menu, and I got an apple. I'm going to write that because I wrote down 1 apple, and then I had the other apple. I actually cut the apple in half, Mark. I cut the apple in half, and then I ate the other half too. So there you go. Because it's once you start eating sugar, it's very hard to control yourself, and we want to be thin and beautiful. Raise your hand right now if you want to be thin and beautiful. You do. You know you want to be thin and beautiful. Do you not know that? Do you not know that? Of course you know that. You want to be thin and beautiful. And I want you to be thin and beautiful. I want you to be thin. And when I see you, I want to see you. We're out at the 13th somewhere. We meet somewhere. And you go introduce me. You say, I am. And I go, wow, you're very, and just hold you around the waist. Don't we want to be held around the waist? Nice. That's me. Donna Aylesbury, and I don't know if I agree with a lot that she says, but I don't agree with her food choices so far. Sorry, I don't agree with your food choices. But she says wild garlic is also amazing. 100 grams of wild garlic leaves, chopped into 250 grams of unsalted butter, melted, and a small amount of rock salt. Let that set on parchment paper, and then put it on toasted sourdough. 10 out of 10. Yeah, but you can't overdo the garlic. The garlic is an antibacterial. Your body needs, everyone's worried about their gut health. Am I right, Donna? So wild garlic, maybe as a flavoring, but that's actually a lot of 100 grams is a lot of garlic. Best Jewish hypochondriac. Remember this. Yeah, this is Alan says, best Jewish hypochondriac joke. I told you I was sick. Yeah, it's a good joke. Okay. Use the butter to cook steaks. Yeah, or as I would say, don't cook steaks. Don't cook steaks. Eat it raw. Eat it raw. Try to cut back on raw steak, on cooked steak, on cured steak, on salami, all that stuff. You don't need that stuff. Okay, there's Judel. She's being dirty. She's taking up Lorna's place by being dirty. Oh, no. Do you have a cat? Do you have a cat? Mary Ann McCara says, Lewis, laugh out loud. Not interested in any cult if it means I have to sig like Harry Krishna's outside Alexander's on Fordham Road. Does Alexander still around? Is Alexander's still around? Wasn't that owned by Macy's? Who owned Alexander's? Shaking a tambourine and trying to collect money. No, that's not what, all cults aren't like that. This is a very specific cult. Lewis Schaffer lets you do what he wants, but you have to tell him that he loves you. You have to tell him that you love him. It's just about, I don't know what it is. Yeah, why not? So Lucy comes in there and she says, please, what did I miss you there? I miss you there. Wait a second. Please don't post close-ups of your egg yolk and cheese mixture again. Yeah, the cheese is Parmesan. Yes, cheese is Parmesan. Well, what was wrong with that? Sprinkling a little Parmesan cheese on raw egg yolks? Is that bad? You didn't like that. Well, she didn't like it. Did anybody see it? Go to my Twitter thing. And she didn't see it. Okay, so let me write that apple. It's date night tonight. Seeing my lovely lady. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear you seeing your lovely lady. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. I'm having very naughty thoughts about her. Yeah, go for it. But make us feel bad. We're here alone, Lewis. Who's gonna where am I? Who's gonna take me out? We can talk about that. I'm not hitting on that, but just leave that alone. But good luck to you. Do you think it's gonna work out? Should we be discussing this, Maltese Phil? Should we be discussing you're going on a date night? Donna comes in again. Use it with anything, really. It's amazing, but the season is ended now, so I stock up. Normally have a year's supply. I think you need an apostrophe with the years. Y-E-A-R supply. Claire's laughing at Lucy. Claire finds Lucy very funny. It's date 6. Is it date 6? See, Joodles is like paying attention to what Phil is doing. Claire, I'm thin. Okay, well, you should be thin because you're constantly yapping about the food. But yeah, you're thin. And do you disagree with what I say about the food? Have you a semi-stirring Maltese Phil? Lorna, please. Oh, you can talk like that, I guess. Lucy says Lewis isn't even the most tinfoil in his friend group. I'm pretty tinfoil. Who's more tinfoil than me? I don't believe in germs. I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in climate change. I'm not a flat earther though, but who knows? Have you? No, we're not going to answer that question, Lorna. Okay? We're not going to answer that question. A gentleman never tells. No, I tell. I'll tell you. If I'm coming up to see you, I'll say, I've got, so in advance, so you don't get all surprised and upset. Apple. Hold on. Apple. Let's say that's 125. It wasn't the big apples. 125 grams. And then I had, have any of you had that fricadella thing? Pork fricadellin I had 2 of those. They're basically pork hamburgers that are cold. Not ham, but they're pork burgers. Yeah, Claire C. Hope you have a lovely. See, Claire C. wants love to flow. That's really nice of Claire. And we're delighted. I'm delighted. People they're not doing as much of those fun things. It's an anti-parasitic, Lewis. Yeah, it might be, but what parasites do you have in your gut? It's killing all the other stuff too, all the other bacteria, garlic. I mean, maybe if you've got parasites coming out of your butt, you could take garlic. But otherwise, it's not necessary. Am I wrong, Don? I don't mean to tell you, but all these things that we take, garlic, onion, they're all killing the gut. They kill the gut. I think they kill the gut. I can't. Alan's asked me if I can tear an apple in half. I've never tried that. I mean, luckily we've invented the knife. Basically. So we're doing really well. Okay, so I lost my place here. I don't know what happened here. Okay. So I can't say that. So Vatanai says, if you catch germs from raw steak and become ill, I will sue your sorry thin ass. You cannot sue my sorry ass because you've got no standing in the court case. My father was the lawyer. Not that means anything. I don't even know what that means. But you can't. It's my business. If I want to eat raw food, but you know what? There's raw Look, raw everything. Look at this thing. Look at this thing here. I'm licking it. Look at this. What else? What else? Here's this thing. I'm licking it. That's gross. Sorry about that. That was too much. Are you coming? You're going to be in town tomorrow. When are you going to be in town? I had a great day with the Hare Krishnas around Hatfield. They were based in this Elizabethan manor house that George Harrison had donated to them. Yeah, I went there. I went to that house. Free food and love. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. I spent a nice day there too. I went with my friend, who's not my friend anymore because I was against COVID, and he got really angry. And then he was angry, and then that girl said, "Oh, he did a horrible thing to me." What did he do? I'm not saying, so not that I'm saying. She didn't say. Who are you talking to, Lucy? Lucy doesn't. Lucy knows. I guess when Lucy talks, people know exactly who she's talking to, but I don't know who she's talking to. But I shouldn't. I don't mean this in a mean way, Lucy. I'm not meaning it in a mean way. I just thought, you're talking to me. If you're talking to me, just say, "Hey, Lewis." Okay, Lorna, I saw it. What did you see? You're talking to me, but what did I see? Lorna. I don't know. Tell me what I saw. Claire coming in. Claire. I'll take you out, Lewis. We can eat a big old raw steak. It will be great. I prefer a brand new raw steak, but I'll still go out with you, and we can go out and eat a raw steak. We could go out. So, everybody loves garlic. I love garlic too, but it's not healthy for you. I don't think it is. Or too much of it is. It's not healthy. No plant food. We're not meant to eat any plant food. We're meant to eat eggs and beef. That's what I believe. Go to my website. Go to Twitter. Like the thing. I'm going to find out the Discord thing. Lewis. This is on my Twitter thing. Words like yours on a platform already spreading clickbait hate have real consequences. Claiming it was a joke, misinterpreted, and calling yourself a failed comedian doesn't undo the harm already inflicted on disabled people who face genuine daily risks, including myself. Of course you do, because you've got type 2 diabetes. You can tell by your bad skin. You've got type 2 diabetes. Of course you face risks. Oh my God, I get so angry. I get so angry. That was really inappropriate. I apologize. Did you just see what happened there? Can you see the raging anger that I have? I got raging. Lewis. Alexander's is no more. Okay. I used to work there at the Yonkers branch on Central Avenue as a bagger to assist cashiers. Yeah. I never went there. I remember the Alexander's next to, maybe it was 59th Street. Where was it? Up there in Manhattan. And then was there one in Alexander's? There was one in Brooklyn. They were all over, and they're all gone. All gone. I'll tell you so you don't get all annoyed or upset at being stalked. Pure gentleman. Who is this? Who is this to? Who is that to, Joodles? Okay, what was I doing? Okay, I was going back here. I'm going to Discord. Okay, I'm pressing open Discord. And I'm pressing this thing here, direct messages, Lewis Schaffer. I'm pressing Lewis Schaffer. Invite people. There's a picture of me. Thank you for posting that. I don't sound like I'm being authentic right now. Do I sound a bit phony-ish? That's what I feel like. I'm feeling we've got 24 people watching. Okay, that's this. Let's go there. Like I'm biting my fingernails. That's not right. Okay. Oh God, what did we push ahead? We're all disabled. You know what I mean? We're all disabled. The earth is flat. Well, it used to be flat for a while. It was pretty dull, and now it's really interesting. It's not flat at all. Your friend, Lewis. I guess this is a conversation just between me and Lucy. Maybe that's what it is. How amazing is that? Okay. Your friend won't let you use the app because she doesn't want the government to know more about her. I got that impression. Yeah. She doesn't want them to know. Yeah. I'm with her. Kind of. I'm with her, but I got so much stuff out there already. You know, I think I can't live in fear, but maybe I should live in fear. Are we practicing that she doesn't want people to know about her? That's why she maybe doesn't, what don't you want to do? You didn't want to do something. I'm not even sure that Lewis believes in tinfoil. Number one, I don't, because isn't it aluminium, and isn't that spelled wrong? Aluminum foil, basically. There you go. I don't believe in tinfoil. Donna Aylesbury. I was under the impression that old Jewish maps to pick up the flat Earth as well. What were you under the impression, Donna? What depicted a flat Earth? I think even by the time Columbus was going out, people didn't believe in a flat Earth. They knew the Earth was curved. They had a feeling the Earth was curved. Joe asks, okay, why are you licking plastic objects? Because there's just germs everywhere. We're surrounded by E. coli and streptococcus and all of this stuff. We're surrounded by COVID and flu and everything, but we don't get sick because the germs come after the sickness. And they're all around. We live in a very sick world, Joe. Does anyone want to argue with me? I love that you've just licked the microphone, Lewis. Nobody else's podcast can beat that. Thank you, Claire. Yeah, because the world isn't that dirty. You know, remember what they said when the COVID thing, don't touch this and don't touch that and don't get too close to people. And nobody got sick, so screw them. I'm with you on the microbe thing, Vantanai. Yeah, their role in illness is greatly exaggerated, but it's fun to tease you. I don't mind being teased. You can tease me all you want to, but I'm going to say this to you. Is their role, they come as, I don't know what it's called, after the cell has died. That's what the germ isn't even that. It just looks like it looks like it's spreading. It's spreading. Oh, there you go. Look who's here. Beautiful, beautiful Leanne. Hello, Leanne. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. Leanne came late yesterday, so she's here late today, but she's okay to be late. Lewis Schaffer and Taxi Driver, yeah, well, about basically the same age as De Niro almost. He's a bit older than I am, maybe, but I'm kind of, I've wasted a life. What is he? He's wasted his older life by being so angry at Donald Trump in that way. It's killed his career. But that doesn't matter. Who else has killed his career? Dustin Hoffman. I think something happened with him. This show cracks me up. Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. You crack me up. I saw your breakfast on Twitter. Thank you, Lorna. And what did you think? Judel says hello to Leanne. Lewis says hello to Leanne. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, we've got a couple of new people here. Lewis, for future reference, I haven't addressed a specific person that I'm talking to you or everyone. Well, that's a big difference between me or everyone. So it's either you're talking to 40 people or you're talking to me, or the people are going to be listening to this later, listening to it online. It's all right. I'm not asking you to do anything. I just want you to be nice to me, please. Please be nice to me. I've known Lucy for many, many years now, believe it or not. I've told you this many times. It's a very interesting story. Rose, she was writing something on Twitter, and Rose says that Lucy is really funny. And, a guy remembers that. That's what Rose said. The future reference, Lewis, I typed something in quotation marks. You said it. I'm just repeating it, then commenting on it. Okay. There you go. That's more understandable, Judels. And I really appreciate that. I totally appreciate that you would say that, Judels. Because Judels is quite funny. She's a small girl, but she's very funny. Same thing with Lucy. Very funny. Same thing with the quality time. The UK is effed. Yes, I've said that. It is really effed. The thing is, we come here for a bit of, we can, if something happens, we can discuss it. But we're here. I was thinking, why are we here? Why have we come every single show? Because this is how we're getting through the situation that we're in. Basically, quality time. Where are you from, quality time? Yeah. This is how we're getting through this quality time. Where are you from, quality? And are you fat? How much do you weigh and how tall are you? And stuff like that. Ruben comes in and says to Vatanai, mad cow disease. Look at him. He's as mad as a hatter. He's as mad as a hatter. Okay. I don't know what, was that me? Lick the carpet. We could lick the carpet. The world is so dirty. You can sit down in the street. You could do push-ups on the tube. You're not going to die. You could touch anything. People say, somebody who said, oh, I don't want to go on the subway because the subway is really, or the underground is really dirty. It's not dirty. Lewis's Orbax is gone too. I remember that, up on 34th Street. As is John Wanamaker down by St. Mark's Place or whatever that thing is called, by Cooper Union. Huge building. And Bonwit Teller, Donald Trump tore down that building, yeah. Saks Fifth Avenue and Lord and Taylor are still around. They're still around. And Bloomingdale's and Macy's too. The fact that Macy's is still around, that's the most shocking thing. They always seem like they were going to go. Quality Time says Starmer's a shirt lifter. I don't know what that means. Am I allowed to say that? Hatters, says Marianne McCara, she says they became mad due to mercury used in hat making, yeah. And people didn't know it. They didn't know it. Who knows what's making us mad now? Maybe it's my coffee. They didn't know. They made me mad. We don't know. How's your daddy doing, Leanne? That's right, Leanne. How is he doing? Let's find out how he's doing from Leanne. What did I do here? We're going to find out in a second. I know we're falling behind, but we're still doing all right. Okay, why don't planes fly over Antarctica? Because it doesn't exist. Start with looking at Operation High Jump with Admiral Byrd. Could be, you don't know. You got to be more open to these things. Maybe flat Earth is true. Who knows? And why get so angry if somebody says it? Because it goes against Team World. Still not a bit worse of it. He's still not good. A bit worse of it in his emotions. He's missing his being in there. Just got back now. Thanks for asking, beautiful lady. Okay, could you write that out? I know it's your dad, right? I don't really understand what it means, but it's all right. Who is an effing barrister as well as a doctor now? Lucy says, a woman is suing a dairy. I saw that. I read that article. Who sent me that? A friend of mine sent me that article. A woman is suing a dairy after the raw milk she brought caused her miscarriage and made her daughter very ill, even though the milk was clearly labeled, but we know it was for human conception, right? Not for human conception as required by Florida law. But you know how people are. They're horrible people. They're horrible people. You're not. And you know what? If you get sick from eating raw milk, you're not healthy to begin with. She probably wasn't healthy. And, so... I've only had raw milk once. Remember when I had raw milk? And I had a pint in a day. And I felt a bit queasy. And then it got a bit worse. And then I had a fever. And I threw up. And I tried to throw up. And then I went to the emergency room. And I died. Okay. Anyway, so Leanne. So Joodles is sending lots of love over the road to you, Leanne. So, yeah, because she lives up there in the north, right? I think that's where you live. Okay. My husband prefers his eggs sunny side up. Unbroken yolks. That's me, yeah. Whites slightly done. I just can't. I thought you were. Oh, Marianne. Marianne is speaking to Ruben. Yeah, I just can't. Mine have to be scrambled or fried. I was that way too, but now I eat only raw eggs. I mean, literally raw. I don't even put them in the frying pan to get the whites cooked. I separate them. Don't we all? That's the way you should eat. I can only see your ear and your sexy knee, says Lorna. Okay, there you go. Let me put my knee up. Did you see my knee? Did you see the knee? Here we go. Here's my knee. You can't really see it. Can you see it? I'll go down here. I'll go down here. I'll go down here. And then that way, if they complain about my leg, they say, he showed his leg. He showed his leg. You could say it was just his knee. What is the matter with you people? It's just his knee. No one cares. So let's get back on track. I love eggs and ham, says Dr. Zeus. Leanne from New York did 10 and failed and binge smoked 40 over 2 days. Felt sick. My son tells me that a pack of cigarettes is 17 pounds. 17 pounds for cigarettes. That's unbelievable. Someone's making a killing off of that. The government, I guess. You're back on track. So let's give Joe some support. Giving up cigarettes is really, really hard. It's really hard. I'm wearing socks right now. You can't see the socks. Can you see the socks? I don't know if you can see the socks. Can you see the socks? Let's see if you can see the socks. I can't make my legs straight. Maybe we can do this. Look at how skinny my leg is. But, so I don't have, and I used to take my sock off and I used to have a big, long mark in my leg like that. You know, it has a mark. Doesn't do it anymore because I don't have diabetes, because I'm healthy. And we all should be healthy by not eating carbs. Please, let's be healthy. Let's be healthy. Let me give you a nice smile. Stupid smile. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. So where are we? Where are we? Let's get back on track. Lewis, just think about it. The lady wasn't healthy to begin with. She was pregnant. No, you can be pregnant and healthy. No, she's lying. She's a liar. She just wanted attention. I don't believe it. I mean, do you know how many people died from raw milk in the United States? Somebody said this. Who told me this? How many people died from eating raw something? Was that, who told? Do you know, does anybody here know that information, Joodles? Does anybody remember that, know that? If you want to laugh, type Indian Moon Landing 2023 or the Katy Perry is BS. It's cringe. Why is that all? What is that all about? We got to get back on track. Okay. When I worked at Spring Street in Lower Manhattan, I used to get bacon and egg on a roll at the Eureka Diner, a little sandwich hole in the wall, greasy spoon. Best sandwiches ever had. Yeah. You're not going to die. You just be healthy. Who's not healthy? You become healthy by eating raw red meat, by eating raw eggs, by eating hard cheese. Look at how great I don't look great, but I'm healthy. I think I'm healthy. I hope I'm healthy. Let's knock wood. I know my enemies don't think I'm healthy. The disabled people, horrible people. They're horrible. Horrible. Leanne, thanks. Life can be a little difficult to say the least. Sending love. It's from Joe. Yeah, it's hard. People die. It's really hard. Let's see what Lucy said. Do you separate your eggs with an egg separator? Do you use your hands? I use my hands. What do you use? I use my hands to separate them. It also warms up the eggs a little bit. Then I let it sit for a little bit because I like to eat raw eggs. Raw, warmish eggs. Lucy, what do you use to separate the eggs? I don't think about it like that. Okay. Yes, I do know how many people died. What was that? They died from 3. What did they die from? And this was in a 20-year period? Is that what that is? I'm getting a bit itchy. Anyway. Leanne, sorry, can't work Discord. Okay, well, could somebody work Discord? Lewis, I had hotel breakfast today, so unhealthy. Well, what did you have? You can have a healthy-ish hotel breakfast. I love hotel breakfasts, but you can't have any of the It's really hard because you can't have the fruit cup, you can't have the bread, you can't have the cereal. You can have the sausages there, not super healthy. There's bacon, and then there's eggs. Okay. The last time I bought a pack of cigarettes, I think they were £7, Mary, $7. Glad I gave them up. Why are our vices so expensive? Well, because what's his name said. You know what what's his name said. Who was what's his name? Oscar Wilde. He said that the habits that the rich grow tired of, they declare vices. Yes. Nothing wrong with raw milk. A mother would pasteurize breast milk before a baby consumed it. That's totally wrong. Why would that be? Why would you pasteurize breast milk? It kills the vitamins, the nutrients. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's how they get you to believe, because they're trying to get us to not to eat germs. Lucy gave me the answer, which I appreciate. I knew you used your hands. I bet you lick your hands after too. I don't, because I grew up. Remember, I'm an old man, Lucy. I grew up being afraid of germs. And one of the things that made me afraid of germs was raw, runny eggs. They said, oh, don't eat raw, runny eggs. So I don't eat raw. I eat a bit more raw eggs, the whites. But because I have 7 eggs a day, that's about 3 or something hundred grams of eggs, I think. No, it's not. It's 100. It's 300 calories. It's 100 or more. I don't do that. Sushi is full of parasites. Yes, and the Japanese people are dying like crazy. Come on, Donna. Let's be realistic. It's a lie. I think Donna meant wouldn't. What is wouldn't? Nothing wrong with raw milk. Oh, you mean wouldn't? Oh, okay. Well, she should proofread what she's writing, Joodles. Or what, Vatanai, she said. Yeah, did you mean would or wouldn't? They wouldn't pasteurize their raw milk. And why would there be germs inside an egg yolk? And having passed, by the time it got in there, probably the egg is all ruined, and you'd notice there was something the matter. Yeah, so is that what she meant, Joodles? What did the three people who died? Yes, Joodles, you red flag, Donna, red flag. Typo doing 3 things at once here. Okay. You had 1 sausage. Okay. Hash brown, very bad. Really bad. Really bad. Small amount of beans, very bad. What is beans? Beans aren't healthy. And as 5 of them, if they're not cooked properly, can kill you. But also, they're just in a sugar sauce. 3 tiny mushrooms, that's not good. That's not healthy, Leanne. 2 toasts, that's not good. Yogurt, what kind of yogurt? Is it like plain yogurt? Is it loaded with sugar? Plus 2 lattes. Well, lattes are mostly sugar. So I would say that that's not healthy. What you should have had was 1 sausage, 2 sausages, bacon, mushrooms, and the latte. Am I wrong? I'm not criticizing you, Leanne. I love you, Leanne. I love the way that sounds. Is that a different knee? It could be. Maybe, I don't know. It could be a different knee. Is it attractive? Is it attractive? My different knee. Joe asks, I think it's the twid, but it looks just as great. Well, both my legs they're thinner now than they used to be. Lewis, forget that he can't read properly, yet berates us for the typos. Yeah, I'm arrogant. I'm not even that arrogant, because if you say that to me, I don't go, how dare you? I'd like to be a better person. Don't we all want to be better people, Joodles? We do. And I can't read. I can't read as well. The fact that I'm reading without glasses at my age. It's a knee. It's my knee, the lesser. When you are rushing to type, it's easy to make mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, Lewis told you it was bad, but it was delicious. Of course it's delicious because bread is sugar. And what are hash browns? It's sugar in toxic seed oil. This stuff is all delicious, Leanne. bread is really bad for us. Is it not? It is really bad. And I'm trying not to, let me see what I'm eating. So I had the fricadelle. I'm gonna put down the ketchup. A lot of times I don't write the ketchup because I'm a liar. But I had ketchup. Let's just say I had this much ketchup. I'll make it a bit more, 18 milliliters of ketchup. It was delicious. Yeah, it is really, really delicious. Bread is delicious. Whenever you look at something and you think, is it made out of a plant? It's going to be delicious because you wouldn't eat it unless it was delicious. And number two, it's going to give you diabetes. Cappuccino with raw milk, organic coffee beans, organic green and black chocolate powder. I'm against the chocolate. You shouldn't eat that much chocolate. And the thing about coffee, why you can drink coffee, it's just the juice, the crystals in the coffee bean. It's not ground up coffee beans. It's the juice. The coffee beans get tossed. The ground up bit gets tossed away. When I get breakfast at the club, I don't have hash browns or the toast. I have extra eggs. Vatanai, that's the answer. You've come up with the answer. Extra eggs. When I go to Weatherspoons, and I love Weatherspoons, as anybody who knows me knows, I love Weatherspoons. If you say, Lewis, I'm taking you out to dinner, I go, where? And you say Weatherspoons. I go, this is the person for me. I ask for extra eggs. I said, no hash brown, extra eggs. That's what I say. Can I have extra eggs? A little bit of bad is good sometimes. No, it's not. Is being punched in the face good? It makes your face stronger? No. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But everything that hurts you kills you. Running, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. No, I disagree with you. No, I know we believe that, but especially us, Leanne, because we want to be thin and beautiful, and you are there already, but you need to focus, as we all do. I'm focusing every day. How long have I been dieting? Since October 2017. That's 8 years of, that's a long, is it 9 years almost? That's a long time. There's nothing wrong with mushrooms. They are nearly all protein. No, you might want to Google that. They're not nearly all protein. They're like basically water. They're not protein at all, mushrooms. I'll tell you how much how much is in it, mushrooms. I got my thing right here. White raw mushrooms, let's just say 100 grams. It's 22 calories, which is like nothing for 100 grams. And it's only 3 grams of protein. So it's 3% protein. Let's be honest. It's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, I'm so knowledgeable. So knowledgeable. Lucy says, there's nothing wrong with pasteurized milk. It's a total myth that it makes much of a difference to nutrient contents. In fact, pasteurization increases the vitamin A content. I think we have to check that out, Lucy. We have to check that out. Does pasteurization, can we Google that? Can someone Google it? I don't want to stick my head up. There's a little bit of good sometimes in everything. So Joe says that's why she stopped smoking for 2 days. Yes, it's bad. Smoking is bad. And so is carbs. Leanne says, I can't eat eggs. Otherwise, I would probably be even thinner, as I would eat them all the time. You can eat them. You may not be able to eat the yolks, the whites, but you can eat the egg yolks. I mean, I eat 6 to 10 eggs a day. Go look at my Twitter feed. I put a thing up there. There is nothing wrong with mushrooms. That's okay. That's what Vatnai says. They're not. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not good for you. It's got carbs in it too. A little bit of carbs seem to reduce the vitamin C content, but there's hardly any vitamin C at all. Yeah, you don't need you don't need that much vitamin C if you're on a low carb diet. Okay, and you should take vitamin D. What you want is milk that's pasteurized but not homogenized. Well, I'm against homogenized. I mean, I don't even drink milk very much. Okay? Very, very funny. Vatanized music. How dare you correct me? I give you money. That's very, very funny. Yeah. Thank you for, if you know what? Yeah, that's funny. Okay. There we go. Alan Williams. I'm going to get back on track. Alan Williams. Us typing correctly is basically a disability aid for Lewis as it enables him to read betterer. That's true. Because it helps me. If I have to sit there and figure it out, I'm not smart enough to do that. So Lauren has got to not eat the egg whites. Agreed, Lucy. Seems to reduce vitamin. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so there they go. The two of those girls are just naughty, naughty girls. Horrible, horrible Northern Irish. Horrible girls. Horrible anywhere. Horrible girls. Beautiful, beautiful girls. Very beautiful girls. How dare you correct me? I give you money. That's what Vatan. I said that was funny. It's not a diet. It's a way of life. Yeah. Well, not really. It's still a diet. No, you can't trust me. You can trust me. Say, yeah, no, you can trust me. You can trust me. When was the last time a woman said that to me? I trust you, Lucy. Do I trust you? I love sterilized milk. I can't drink it, though, as I wouldn't stop. Sterilized milk, Leanne, is pasteurized milk. Yeah, it's very, and it makes you fat because it's got all the sugar in it and the fat. Judel says, yeah, Watanabe, we're all paying him to be rebuked and criticized. Oh, my effing G. It is a cult. Yeah. Yeah, the more you like me, the meaner I am to you. The meaner I am to you. Anyway, I just cooked up a pot of Jewish penicillin. Are you hungry? What is that, chicken soup? Yeah, I mean, chicken, I cook chicken. I haven't had cooked chicken in a long time. Well, I go to the fried chicken shop and I get some there. Feeling cult-driven, says Joe, and I'm trying to remember my own mind and opinions. Yeah. Can you sense that I'm trying to brainwash you by saying carbs bad, carbs bad? You need your own chickens, Lewis, if consuming 8 to 10 eggs a day. Yes. Yeah, probably you're right. Yeah. Where would I put chicken? I don't have a backyard here. Where do I put it? Maybe I put it at your house and you come pick it up. Or you drive it down here. What's the point of typing correctly when Lewis is just going to read it wrong anyway, Lucy? That's what I need. I need your support, your lack of support, Lucy. Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to, yes, you're right. I read it incorrectly. People laughing at me. It's really sad. I don't know if maybe I'm going, whatchamacall, what do they call that? I'm getting dementia. I forgot what it's called. Dementia. Yeah. Chicken soup, Ruben, Lorna. That's what it is. I mean, I put 50p on him obliging. What would I oblige? What, having mushrooms are basically animals, so you can eat them. Well, they're not quite animals. Are they animals? They're not quite animals. They're almost animals, but they're not quite. They're fungi. Oh, I love a stew. I love a stew too. Love sausage stories. Scottish stew. Is that what it's called? Sausage story. Yeah, I love a stew too. I mean, but you don't need to have the potatoes with it or have it. I don't know. Now you don't have stew, but you could have it on pasta, whatever. You know, you don't need the pasta. Mark the Rosian came in. All right, we've been waiting for you, Mark. Not Leanne says not stories, stovies. I guess it's made on a stove. So Mark the Rosian is here. We're always glad to see him. Super busy, but I managed to check in for 10 minutes or so. Yes, we're happy to see you. Hi, Mark, says Lucy. Lewis, it's not the carbs for women. It's not the carbs, period. Capital. It's the women, period. It's the women. It's that women. See, there's the thing. I'm noticing the mistakes here. It's that women can have an opinion and shouldn't settle for a place in society, as they can do pretty much damn well on their own. No, you can't do damn well on your own. I mean, you can't. You can. You can. You can. I guess you can. Women can do as good as men in most situations, but you're not happy. You need a man like Lewis Schaffer, true man. You need a man. You need my arm around you. So Mark says, hi, Lucy, because Mark is lovely. And Gamma Russ, Alex Owen, Is Alex Owen is here. So Leanne comes back and says, Mark, stop fibbing, period. You've been soaking in the bath. Yeah, that's where Leanne's mind is. Soaking in the bath. Yeah. Lorna says, hi, Mark, which is good. We're all saying hello. No, I can't get any better. Lewis, I'm perfect. You are perfect. When you're here, you are perfect. So you're perfect. I just read just read the effing thing, Lewis. Jesus. There's that. There she is. Can you sense? She's not even that angry, and she's probably kidding, but you could sense the anger. It's the angst, whatever that's Northern Irish thing. That very Northern Irish thing. Very angry. Reuben, yes, my dad makes it. Basically very thick stew, but with sausages. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Sausages are all right. They're not the best food. They're not raw meat. They've been sitting around. They're cured. Isn't a sausage cured? They're ground up. When you ground up meat, it does something to it. Don't leave your razor in the bath. Nearly cut myself. That's, I think, is a joke. Lucy says, hi, Russ. Hey, Russ. Let's everybody say hello to Russ, so we're going to have some more jokes, which is good. Maybe. We don't have to. No pressure, Russ. Lewis. What did I say about you? I don't know. I haven't managed it so far. Thanks, she says. I don't know what that's about, but that's nice. Like effing English exam today. That's what it is, because we're not taking a second just to proofread. It's only one sentence long. Reuben, come on, let's be on our best behavior. We got girls here. We got girls. They don't want to be treated like girls, but you don't want to. If they like you, they like, ooh, but if they don't like you, they're not happy. Romantis is back. So big round of applause for Romantis, who says hello to Russ, who says hello. Leanne comes in there and says hello to Russ. How many people are watching this thing? I don't know. My thing up here says 33. The thing down there says 24. Russ says hello to Lorna. I hope they're meeting up soon. Who is going on the third? Yes, who's going? So, Leanne, I'm going to go. Do you all want to meet somewhere if I tell you where I'm going to be? Can you come by and say hello? Can you come by and say hello? Or maybe I'll post it. I'm not going to post it here. I'll post it on Twitter at the time. I'll say this is where I'll be. But maybe Twitter is too public. Okay, I don't know. Leanne wants to know. Twitter thought Trump had died last night. Is that right? And is Trump back? How is he feeling? He must not have died, because we would have been discussing it. I'm not saying I might cry, but I might cry if Donald Trump is dead. It's like, I might cry. Would you cry if Donald Trump died? Did Donald Trump die? Reuben. Not encouraging, man. I just want to hear him screaming when waxing. Leanne. Who? Oh, you're speaking to Mark there. Some so-called doctor on Twitter said Trump's bruising on his hand meant he doesn't have long to live. Yes, because that bruising is a sign you're old. Old people don't live long. I mean, I had that a little bit. Generally speaking, I don't have any bruises because I'm so young and healthy. I've got a lot of love to give. I still have a lot of love to give. So there we go. But that's an interesting, Mark Therosian, interesting, well-made point. Leanne, you talking about me waxing. Mark Therosian finds that hysterical. I wish Lewis could read our messages properly and respect their opinion, their opinions. Well, first of all, when you see THERE, red flag, which THERE? Is it TH? Is it there meaning they are, or is it there meaning THEIR? Yeah, I do respect your opinion. I'm actually interested. I'm actually reading this stuff. What other internationally famous comedy celebrity who's got a live stream who'd read your messages? Let's be honest, people. Let's be honest. Let's be all loving. Leanne, go for a full Brazilian. I say no. I say no. Well, I say no. I mean, you can. I mean, you can do whatever you want to down there. But as I'm getting older, I'm getting way more flexible than I used to be. I'll cry if J.D. Vance became president. Well, then you don't know J.D. Vance. I'll be quite happy that he's president. I'll be happy. I hope I'll be happy. You don't know. You don't know who to trust in this world. They all lie to you. Look at Keir Starmer, such a liar. Romantis likes Vance, and I like Romantis. So there you go, Lewis. You didn't get the joke again. All right, there you go. Sorry. Did you tell me it was a joke? If you had written down like with smiley face or something, Vatanai, I would have spent a little extra time before I just moved on. You know I'm not good at this. Joodles is howling. What are you saying yes to? We don't know what you're saying yes to. Lots of laughing faces. Yeah, the makeup job isn't great, but clearly cares about his appearance. I don't blame him how critical the media can be, Joodles. I missed the joke. Yes, Britain needs Trump just as much as the U.S. I kind of agree with that. That's sad, really. That's really, really sad. Someone's got it. I mean, this Keir Starmer is got to go. I mean, I've got to go. Not that I'm going to make him go, but it'd be nice if he went. He's really bad for this country. Lewis, when I asked Grok, this is what Alan Williams said about your show. It listed punctuation advice and fat shaming. Yeah, because that's in the whatchamacallit. I haven't updated the listening, which is what I should do, Alan Williams. But isn't that pretty much what this show is? Punctuation advice and fat shaming, at least from me. When are you going back to the United States? This is Hey Guys. Hello, Hey Guys. Where are you from, Hey Guys? Do you want to go to the United States? Can you take me? But that's what Hey Guys wants to know. When am I going back to the United States? And okay. Is J.D. Vance that bad? I liked him for tearing Starmer a new one live on the air. Yeah, the guy's a ballsy guy. And he came from a rough environment. His father wasn't the tool maker. He came from a rough environment. And he's done well for himself. So I give the guy credit. Lorna likes Vance. And Lucy says Vance is a Manchurian candidate for Silicon Valley technocrats. Are those Silicon Valley technocrats, Lucy? Are they globalists? Is that what you mean? Mark Therosian likes Vance also. I do too. I think he's a better politician than, what's his name? Than the Florida guy. You know, who I liked. I liked him a lot. But I think J.D. Vance is better than this. Okay, we are talking about government. I'm sick to death of this Labor government. And they can't manage the economy and kill off aspirations and don't really care about us, the public. That's the least of it. The most of it is we're going to be living with Sharia law soon, Mark Therosian. That's what we're going to be living with. So I agree with you. The government is horrible. The guy's a communist. I hate communism now. I don't know why Alan Williams. Both those words are included in yesterday's video description. Grok is the laziest AI around. Okay, maybe it is. I've read some not true things there, but it's in the description of the show. Leanne is totally with Mark on this. Are we going to meet at the 13th? I mean, I don't know. Even if a couple of people meet, I'll be there. I might be there. I mean, I've got to decide if I'm going to be there. I don't know. Remember, I'm a resident of this country, but I'm not a citizen. Trump makes people I care about afraid. Immigrants, Muslims. Because of this, I find him reprehensible. That's what he said back then. Now we realize the danger, Lucy. The danger. Muslims should not be afraid. If they love this country, they should not be afraid. Immigrants should not be afraid. But if they're here illegally, they should be afraid. They should be afraid they're going to be sent home. I'm scared they're going to send me home, and I have actual thing here, but I'm thinking, maybe I don't. You know, if I wanted to be sure, maybe I would get it. You know what I mean? You know what it is? It's like, if you don't want your house taken over by the council, you do not rent a council house. You have to buy it. And even then, they could take it over. It's really been a great 80 days and a lovely experience to meet everyone, says Joe. I will continue to stay in touch with the great people I've met on here, yeah. I'm taking time out to finally write XXX. Well, that's sweet. That is really sweet. He said that in the early days, Lucy, but Lucy denies. She denies being left wing. Just admit it. Just admit it. You can admit it. Women that I've loved have been left wing. Lucy. Mark Therosian said, he said that years ago, didn't he? He did. And I said horrible things about Donald Trump too. And I'm going to cry when he dies. I'm going to say, I said horrible things about him. He's done horrible things to New York. He's done horrible, horrible things to New York. But right now, he's the best man for America and the best man for Britain. And he appointed Vance, and Vance is great. Love that guy. So there you go. He's done amazing. And he's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Right? Great man. He hasn't changed, Lewis. Mark. Yeah, he hasn't changed. How do we know he hasn't changed? Maybe he hasn't changed. So you want someone who loves Donald Trump more? Who loves Donald Trump more? Maybe I could become president. Thanks, Joodles. All right. Don't say goodbye. If you have to go, don't just, I mean, I'm not saying just go, but, you know, it's sad because my mother left me, and I don't like that. I don't like when people leave. Anybody who's left me, they see how easy it is to mess with my mind. Joodles or Lucy or whatever. Or if I don't see you in a while, like Leanne, it's just like, where have you gone? Where have you gone? I have a daily fight with Grok, says Joodles. Alan, she's talking to Alan here. Why have you just made that up? It's horseshit. Grok then apologizes. Well, that's nice of it. I mean, because there's no such thing. This intelligence, it's brilliant what it comes up with, but it's still made up. A friend of mine, or maybe I read this, said that artificial intelligence is on the way out. On the way out. Yeah. Joe. Okay. The globalists will step in when it suits them. I think the globalists, you know, maybe not as strong as you think that they are. I mean, look, they picked Keir Starmer, and look at what an idiot he is. I genuinely think that Trump cares about people and the world. I think he does a bit more now than he did back then. You know, I read an article in New York Magazine about Trump wanting to become president of the United States. This was about 40. This is so long ago. So long ago. And people were laughing at him 40 years ago. Donald Trump wants to be president. He was like a young guy. So he was in his, I don't know how old he was back then. He was in his 30s, his young 30s. Okay. So anyway, so Joe comes in. Thanks. Everybody stay in touch. We'll speak to you. Lucy likes Stephen Miller. I do too. He's got some good people there. I'm just crazy with Dad and other stuff at the moment. I absolutely shattered all the time. Okay. Well, maybe we should say a prayer for Leanne. Leanne, I'm saying a prayer for you. Age has a lot to do. What he's becoming nicer. Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Because he's old, Leanne. Because I'm turning nicer. Do I seem like I'm nice? Because I'm much nicer. I'm much nicer than I've ever been. I hope we make you smile a bit, Leanne. I appreciated you all so much for making me laugh the last few months. Okay, that's what Joodle says. She likes, and she's a good laugher. She likes to laugh. You know, she likes to attack Lewis, but she likes to laugh. She likes to laugh. So, I mean, it looks like Donald Trump. Remember what Donald Trump's diet was. What is Donald Trump's diet? It's a horrible, horrible diet. Is it not a horrible, horrible diet? He'd go to McDonald's. I've seen actual pictures by some real estate person who worked for him. It was in some house. I remember that. I don't remember much about it, but he was sitting there eating McDonald's, the bread and the chips and the Coke, and he looked so exhausted. He was probably in his early 30s. What year? 1993. What is 93? You know, it's amazing. I hope we make you smile a bit, Leanne. That's what Judel says. Let's get back there. AI has always been, this is Donna. So there's a good chance I will agree with her. AI has always been here, but like numbers, we just discovered it. Well, we've had them answering questions before. We never had them answering questions so detailed and written with such a clear thing. You know, when you press words and, you know, who's Lewis Schaffer, stuff used to come out. Okay, but it comes out so amazingly well. And they've also made it, they've also changed it. They made it so it looks, it's really nice. If you say, you know, who is Lewis Schaffer, the comic, and it'll read like something's amazing. So let's give Lorna a big round of applause. Lorna, a big round of applause. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Lorna. So Joe comes back, and we all have got to know each other so well. It's been very special. I will come back here. I just must try to get focused and do the writing, which is good. Just write the stuff. That's all you got to do. I'm not a writer because I put too much importance on it. Don't do it. Don't put too much importance on it. So Joe says lots of love. XXX. Leanne says 1,000,000% Joodles. Don't think I would be as happy now if it wasn't for you guys. It gives me something to look forward to every day. You're all you red flag, Leanne, red flag with the word your, red flag your. You are all as crazy as me. Not me. I'm perfectly just right straight down me. But thank you very much, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. Donna comes back and says, to be honest, I hope GB News figures have gone down. I miss headliners with Lewis. Thank you. I don't. I'll come back. I'll be doing something else. And if not, we'll make this will be a huge success. Right? Won't it be a huge success? It'll be a huge success. And I think because it feels a bit unique, I hope it feels unique. It feels a bit unique, and unique things can always win. They'll always find an audience of a few people, and then the few people, there's lots of people who had a small audience back in the day, and now they're hugely successful. Red flag, Ruben. YOUR. Red flag. If you're a British patriot, you can't help but love Donald. Yes, you can't. You have to love Donald Trump. We're a patriot. I'm a patriot. I love Britain. I love England, mostly. We all had cameras following us around. If we all had cameras following us around, says Joodles, speaking to Leanne, we'd see some mad shade. Yes, I know we'd see some mad shade. We'd all have our own nonsense going on, and this is the real haven to forget about it for a while. Yeah. Is that what it is, Joodles? Because I was thinking that today. I was thinking that this is just a little respite, 2 hours of respite. I think 2 hours I think it's good. Yeah, raise the red flags. You see the word YOUR. You think to yourself, is this the right one? If you see THERE, you say, is this the right one? And you'll just correct it slightly. Thanks, Keith, says Joe. I don't know where she is. I got yelled at online by some, but it seemed like a guy. It was a picture. He had bad skin. And that's type 2 diabetes. He had bad skin. I don't know where Holly Hills is, Lorna says. J.D. Vance says Lucy is an op, and you're all falling for it. Yes. Yeah, but you got to have hope. Well, like, a lot of them are ops. Maybe I'm an op. Could I be an op? Yeah, this place is a place of respite, Joodles. Yes, it is. Look at the sunglasses from Leanne. Very cool. Cool in the shade. Very pretty girl. Really pretty girl. Joodles, pretty girl. Lucy, pretty girl. Leanne, pretty girl. Keith Bexley, pretty girl. No, Holly hasn't been in for a while. I think he's given up, says Joodles to Lorna. Yeah, well, a lot of people said I should just block her. And a lot of people said, don't block her. I think Judel said, don't block her. She'll come back with a different name. So this is what we've got to do with people. We've got to love them and ask them and get into arguments a little bit with them. And they won't find it as interesting as you think that they might. And you may not hear from them again. Am I right? I'd like to be that important to be an op, Lucy, with a funny laugh. Yeah. Yeah, that means you're important if they just put you in a place, Lucy. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? None of these people they're all ops. They're all a lot of them are George Soros ops, basically. Okay. So Donna Aylesbury says, I think you need to say something really controversial that would cause a scandal that'll get viewer numbers up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes. What's happened here is 81 days of practice. We've practiced this for 81 days, or at least I have practiced. And you've practiced too. Haven't you guys all learned how to say stuff that people understand? We've learned how to communicate with each other. You know, the way Joodles has communicated with Lorna, whatever. We've learned stuff. Tommy Robinson says friends of all sorts, contrary to the media spin. All he wants to do is protect British culture, unlike our king. Well, Reuben, I'm with you 100%. I think the king is anti-British. He's a globalist. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's your king. It's not my king. Read my AI comment above, Lewis. It took me long enough to type it. Did I miss it? I always read all of it. Where is your AI comment? The problem with AI... Okay, I didn't see it. It jumped ahead. Okay, Lucy, I'm reading it. You can tell me to do something. I'll do it. Problem with AI is that it could put its sources out of business. These websites are going to need to allow AI companies to use their content in order for a cut of the profit. Okay, let me read that again and see if I understand it. Is it AI? Is that it could put its sources out of business. Is you're saying people won't look to the website, they'll look to AI. And because the website is getting all the information from AI, that the websites won't be valuable anymore. Is that what you're saying? Let's see what Lucy says. Is that what you're saying? So we'll find out if that's what you're saying. Alan Williams, the human race has created every bit of a bull poop from Apollo to lockdowns. Give AI a chance. You're saying this is going to be a good thing, AI. How can it be a good thing? Could somebody tell me how many people are in line here? I sent a message to Simon. Have you heard back from Simon? How Simon is doing? Rupert Lowe, he could save us. I think he could, maybe, but he's old. He's an old white guy. We need a young Tommy Robinson white guy who's going to be totally open and honest and saying we're deporting people, let's say. That's what Donna Aylesbury says. So what does Lucy say? What do you say? Are you saying that AI can't be as good as it is? Because if it is, it'll put the other websites out of business. Yeah, Jewel says he's one of the only good ones who could save the country. I saw Ben Habib. I like Ben Habib, but he's not an English guy. And I care about English culture, but I more care about the English people. I care about my children. I care about myself as a Jew, that I'm not going to be killed because I'm a Jew, because they've got it in their heads that I'm a bad person. Uh-oh. Someone's come. Oh, I'm going to be yelled at. I leave the key in the door. Hello. Oh, this show's almost over. Let's get ready to say goodbye. I sat in the hospital waiting room today and got bored and thought I will try AI. So I asked Grok to write a review of this show. I thought the results were amazing in under a minute. I posted it in Discord. Okay, I'll go to Discord and look at it. White guy. What about women, Lewis? Yeah, well, I guarantee you women are in worse shape under the new Muslim Sharia law than men. Men, we're just going to be killed. You guys are going to be enslaved and whatever they're going to do to you. They're going to force you to wear hijabs. But men are going to be enslaved and killed unless we convert. And even then, as a Jew, I can't convert. I'm a Jew. You know, and you Christians, you can't, you're going to have to give up your faith, Leanne. Is that a good answer to that? Anyway, so let's just say goodbye. Everybody stop writing right now. Quality numbers are not always quality. Quantity numbers are not always quality numbers, Lewis. I have watched channels that have millions of subs in the channel, and its presenters are piss poor. Yeah. Thank you, Russ. Tommy Robinson is friends with abusers of white women. Andrew Tate. Oh, you guys are obsessed with Andrew Tate, who is now saying to white people, enjoy your extinction. Things are complicated, Lucy. If you ask my ex-wife, I don't think but she might not. If you ask Rose, she might say a bad thing about me. You know what I mean? It depends on whatever it is. Interesting, Lucy, says Keith Bexley. Thanks for coming in. AI is a tool. It will shift the job market, but it won't replace humans. It's like they used to say machines are going to replace humans, but there are more humans now than ever before. Think of how much work a steam engine can do. Like 1,000 men, but we still have to go to work 200 years later. That's basically true. Okay, everybody say goodbye. Let me read the list of everybody here, and say goodbye to Donna Aylesbury and Leanne and Ruben and Lorna and Joe and Mark and just everybody. And Keith Bexley comes in there with a good comment. Pretty good. Gammy, Russ, thanks for coming in, Lorna. And Romantis. And there are a couple of new people, too. How many people were watching this show? Anybody have any idea? Okay, Marianne. Always great to see her. Always great to see. Beautiful Claire. Beautiful Lucy. Just beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful, beautiful people. Countries get taken over. Spain was taken over by the Muslims. It was taken over. And you couldn't be a Christian or whatever they did. And then they took over from the Muslims and they couldn't be a Muslim. That's just the way it is. Which side is best? Which side is right? I know this. I'm a Jew, and I know which side is not right for the Jews. Hey, guys. Who was Hey, guys? He came in there. I didn't really answer his question. I should have answered his question. This is our thing, Keith Bexley. So everybody take care. Everybody take care. Take care. Only number 6 today. What does that mean? Before we go, we love you, Lewis. We can't exist without you. Yes, you can. Lewis, we need you, Lewis. We worship you, Lewis. Okay. I accept that it's true. Alan Williams, I didn't say anything. Buy all my songs of the day. The customer is always wrong. 13 for me, Lucy. Yet I was 3 the other day and hardly said anything. It's bizarre. I think maybe because you came a bit late. Leanne, here's what I want to say. Joodles. 3 people died from eating raw. 27, that's not bad at the end. 3 people died from drinking raw milk. Is that what that means? Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. All buyers are liars. That's so true. As a salesman, I used to be a salesman. Everybody's lying. Why are you here? Just looking. You're not just looking. Are you going to buy it now at a better price? But they're lying. All buyers are liars. That's true. And all sellers I don't know if they're liars. Mark the Rosian, he's the half Armenian guy. Thank you very much, Leanne. Thank you very much. Well, we could talk telepathically this way. Telepathically. Okay, Marianne, I'll see you later. I'm happy to be the token American. God bless the United States. Yes, God bless the USA. And God bless Britain too, we hope. God bless Britain. I'm Team Britain. There we go. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to end stream. I'm going to end stream. Can you see that? I'm going to end stream and then go to the. Does anybody need the Discord? Ask someone to get the Discord for you. Okay. Like this thing. I want everyone to like this thing. There better be 2,700. Okay. Liking it. Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but it means you'll be notified. Maybe when we meet on the 13th, I could send a message to everybody. And we could all get together and we'll all introduce each other. And then you could join 10 pence a day. It's not that much money. 10 pence a day, but I appreciate it. And then go to the Discord. Go to the Discord.